This is a rewrite video for Hunter x Hunter, episode 66, 67, and 68. 3 episode reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed last week's episodes of the big week of stuff that I did. Had a lot of fun with it. So we're going back to kind of like the roots of like 3 to 4 episodes of video kind of thing. So hopefully one day I'll do more kind of special things. I'm still trying to figure out when I should probably start doing those again as kind of big special episodes. But yeah, it's kind of in the future still. But yeah, so click away now in the description below to the reaction to go watch my reaction to the episodes, and then come back here to see my full review, full thoughts, full ideas, all that good stuff for the episode in itself. So yeah, click away now, or you'll be spoiled as to what happened in these episodes. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into detail because not like a ton happened, like jaw-dropping moments. I mean, just maybe a couple theories about maybe the guy supposed to help the Phantom Troop guy, the dispel guy kind of thing in a way, the guy who's supposed to help the Phantom Troop leader. Anyways, so yeah, Killua, I think, yeah, one drop moment was when Killua actually defeated every single person on the in the first roundup lobby area of the Hunter exam course. Walked in there, we saw a lot of people we've seen last time in last year's exam, whatever. Even the what's his face? I don't know his name, but he's the guy who was helping out Gon and Killua with the whole betting thing and everything. He's the antique guy, I guess, something like that. Yeah, him. He was there as well. And Killua left. I think Killua maybe potentially left him for last, just to say like, "Hey, how you doing? But I'm sorry I have to do this," kind of thing, and then like, knock him out, kind of thing. But that was amazing. He just like darting around like a bullet, just bouncing off everything, just like, killing everybody. Not killing everybody, but like, knocking everybody out and like taking their cards and everything. So it's actually interesting, like, because like every year it changes. So this year they had to go do something to get information, and then go buy some stuff. I think some specific things in order to do it, and then be allowed to enter the exam, kind of thing. So everyone had like those like kind of pink bags, whatever, like that in the exam. But it's interesting to see like there's a different teacher like helping them out, kind of thing. But ultimately it was kind of like, the same kind of thing as like, what was it, the third leg of the race of the first exam, where like you had to go and capture the name tags. It was sort of that kind of same vein, how like you had to go capture, I think, I don't remember how many you had to get. I'm gonna say for this example, whatever, it was, about like maybe 3 or 5, one of those. You had to get at least 5, including yours, to pass the leg or whatever. But Killua went above and beyond when he decided to go all out, knocking every single person in the race out, which is 1,000 people plus. It's like 1,300, 1,200, something like that. I can't remember how many it was, but Killua himself was 1,100-ish range. That was his number. Beyond knocking every single person out, taking all their cards, and then dragging the whole thing into the next room to give to the guy. Which I thought was pretty funny, how like the teacher guy, or the examinee, whatever you want to call him, the examiner, sorry, not examinee, examiner. He kind of sitting there like, "Hello, welcome. You're the first to arrive," kind of thing. And then he's like, "So let me see your cards, but let me see the tags." And he just drags in like the whole lot. He's like, "Sorry, it took so long." I think what it was like, he had to knock everybody out, which I'm sure did not take that long a time. But him collecting all the cards, I'm sure took a long time to do. But yeah, that was hilarious. And then he just immediately won. Like the examiner called in to the boss guy, and he's like, "Killa was here. He's the only one left." He knocked everybody out. That was hilarious. I love that moment so much. And then the guy's just laughing and says he passes like immediately, just like right there on the spot. You pass, you're good to go. Um, so yeah, that was pretty awesome to see that, and then him returning back to the game like almost immediately afterwards. Um, but yeah, it was pretty cool to see that, and then them kind of hatching a plan to go out and actually no, they talked to that one guy who stole the sword from them quite a while ago. He contacted them for a job offer, kind of packed and in a way. To try to monopolize a bunch of cards and everything. Um, so they go off to that one pirate town, which we learn that the pirate leader, I think, is the guy who was Gon's dad's partner. I don't know his name because we don't think we've ever heard his name before. But for this purposes, I'm gonna call him the pirate leader. Um, because saying Gun's dad's partner is going to be pretty exhausting. So I'm going to say pirate leader from now on when I'm referring to Gun's dad's partner. Okay? Okay. Just want to make sure of that. Okay, so yeah, it's interesting because we saw the pirate leader kick the troop off of the island when they arrived there illegally in the island terms, whatever, which is against rules, kind of go there manually. Have to go through there with the game. Which they did. They came back through the game, kind of thing. Yeah, he showed up and then used the admin card or whatever to summon them all away. But yeah, it's interesting that he's actually playing the game as potentially an NPC. I'm not sure exactly if the entire pirate gang is NPCs or if they are players that are so high up in the rank, whatever, in terms of skill and everything, that the pirate leader kind of hired them on to kind of be like the final boss in a way. Not the final boss, but like, because there is one card that hasn't been revealed unless you get all the cards, and then that last event kind of thing pops up. So I mean, that's going to be like the final boss. But anyways, I feel like I think they're NPCs. But it's so hard to tell. I'm not sure. I have no idea. They can generally be like just actual players and everything, but I don't know. But yeah, so Gon and the whole party makeshift pact clan thing, whatever to call it, they kind of got their butt kicked. Well, actually, they got their butt kicked the first round, with the boxing thing. But then like they kind of knew that they were not gonna win properly, so they just kind of gave up after that point. So that way they're not actually getting hurt or killed or whatever during the whole thing. So they just kind of give up immediately. So they all kind of disband. They all go their separate ways because they found out that when you do beat the pirate leaders, they'll give you 4 cards. I think that's what it was. They give you 4 cards, but there was like 15 of them, so they all have to kind of find out who's gonna get the cards. So like internal fighting and everything. So after they dispelled whatever, disbanded. Gon and Killua decided to go after, or they were looking through their player base, all the people they've encountered, and they realized that the Phantom Troop master guy, boss guy, was there. So they decided to teleport to him, which turned out to be Hizuka, which is awesome. I love seeing Hizuka again. And we saw him last episode when we saw him on the island, but it's cool to see him again, kind of thing, like on the island, kind of talking with Gon and Killua. But yeah, so they hire him because he's not playing the game. He's there looking for the person to help the boss get his Nen back and everything. The Nen, I don't remember what they called him, but it's basically like a Nen caster, Nen dispeller kind of thing. A person who can take away Nen abilities, or dispel it, or whatever, that kind of thing. So Hizuka's not there to play the game. He's more so there just to get the guy. and the Phantom Troop is there mostly for the money, for the fun. But now that they know that Hizuka is there, what he's there for, um, I feel like they're going to help him out as well. So all of them are going to kind of split up and look for the guy in themselves. Potentially, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen with them. Um, yeah, so Hizuka and Gon Killua and Bisky are all kind of grouping up, trying to find people to get together to help them get the cards together. They're trying to find people who don't want to beat the game. They just want to kind of are strong that don't want to beat the game, so that way they're not fighting over internally and they can just get the cards to win the game, kind of thing. So that's pretty interesting. That the whole concept, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm really wondering if the pirate leader is the guy that Hizuka's looking for, or is it a different person? Because I don't know. I feel like if the guy that they're looking toward, or whatever they're looking for, um, is on Grid Island somewhere that is this powerful, I feel like it has to be the pirate leader, like Gon's dad's partner guy. Um, Assuming that is the same partner that they've been talking about when the Gon's dad, um, Gon's dad and Gon's dad partner, both like the dad and the partner, came together to make Greed Island. Of course, Gon's dad went off to go do his own thing. It looks like, but the partner, it seems like, stuck around, and I'm assuming that's what the pirate leader guy is. That's him. Is the partner. So that's only if that's all like the same person. I can be so wrong, and the partner is like somebody else that we haven't seen yet, or we have seen yet. It's just like it's so like obvious, like maybe Bisky or something like that. Like I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. It'll actually be really interesting to see if it is Bisky. That would be very interesting if like the person that like just showed up randomly in this arc and knows so much about the stuff that Gon and Killua have been doing with like their leaders and all stuff like that, are all there just to test Gon and like have or train Gon in a way, because like that was the whole thing about their training a couple episodes ago, right? Like it was about like Gon was training, and then Bisky started talking about potentially that's the purpose of the game is for Gon, basically. So that'll be super great. Now that I'm thinking about that now, like what if Bisky's the partner? Um, I don't know, but Bisky doesn't look like the person to have the ability that Hizuka is looking for. Um, so maybe, I don't know. I don't think we know quite the extent of what Bisky can do, because we know that she's a really good teacher. She can do a lot of things, but we don't know her ultimate strength or power or whatever. We don't know her abilities that she can do with her Nen. So at this point, I'm kind of shooting for either Bisky or the pirate leader as the partner for the whole island. But like I said, that's the theory that one of them is the thing that is the person that Hizuka's looking for. I'm sure there might be two people here, like one, either Bisky. Okay, one thing, Bisky or the pirate leader are the partner. One of that's my theory. One, two is somebody else on the island is the one that Hizuka's looking for. So it's a third person altogether, like out there somewhere that they're looking for. That's one theory. My other theory is either Bisky or the pirate leader is both the partner and the one Hizuka's looking for. One of those. That's kind of what's going on in my head right now. Is one of those possibilities. So yeah, I think that's it. We just kind of left off on them kind of gaining more people to go off of. We saw uh, Gon, actually Killua kind of putting it together that he's kind of there for an alternative motive, whatever. Now I'm like really like what? Damn it! I cannot remember how to say it. Alter. Jesus Christ. I'm mad at myself for not remembering how to. I don't know why that phrase in particular, like, is not going through my mind properly. I don't know. Regardless, Killua kind of figured it out. And Gon kind of stepped into the play. So Killua doesn't want to tell Gon about what's happening because he's not a good liar and everything. But immediately once he started thinking about that, Gon came up to Hisoka and asked for his list or whatever because he wanted to see if he met somebody. And then that was a perfect opportunity for Killua to kind of jump in there and look at the list and see who he knows and who he's met in the game. Obviously, Hisoka using his nen abilities to mask the list, so that way the troop members were not on the list. But yeah, that was kind of a cool thing to see. Like, to us, like when we first saw it, like his hands were like, nothing went wrong. He's like, oh, there he is, right after that, and they all like ran around and looked at him, and he's like pointing right at it, kind of thing. But and when they started talking to the guy, he's kind of walked off a little bit, but behind him you can see his nen finger kind of like glowing and everything, and then just back to what he did. He like went over with his nen to get rid of the names. That was really awesome. So yeah, I can't wait for next week. And the week after that, we have 2 more weeks of Greed Island arc. Next week are 3 episodes plus the opening as well. And then the week after that, we have 4 episodes, which is the finale of Greed Island arc. So yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, let me know down below what you guys saw these episodes. Like always, no spoilers, no spoilers, no hints, no nothing at the future content. If you spoil or hint at anything, my moderators will delete it and I will not read it. So if you want me to read your comments and talk with you down below in the comments below, don't spoil. Don't be a dick. Just talk about these 3 episodes and past events and all that stuff, but nothing in the future. Nothing. No hints, no nothing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next week for some more Hunter x Hunter. Take care, buddy.